To the frontalis.
So this is the
frontalis.
frontalis. What bone is this?
The temporalis.
Temporalis. Temporal, so this is the temporalis.
That's the
And what bone is this?
Ocipitalis.
It's the occipitalis. Got it? Now, the ear is called the auricle. So I have a muscle in front. That's the auricularis anterior. I have one above. That's the auricularis superior. And I have one behind it. That's the auricularis posterior. We don't use these muscles much anymore. Back when we lived out in the woods and we had to be able to hear with a sound, we could use those muscles to move our ears with a sound like our dogs do. Some people can still wiggle their ears. They can use these three. We don't use them that much anymore. Now I'm coming here. See this muscle going around the eye? Over here I can see part of it going around the mouth. Right here. It really goes all the way around. If it goes around, it's orbiting. Right? It's going around, it's orbiting. So this one going around the eye is the orbicularis oculi. And this one going around the mouth is the orbicularis oris. They do two important things. You ready? Watch. That's what they do. Important stuff. Okay? So somebody winks at you now. You say, "Don't you be moving that auricularis oculi at me." Okay? Orbits around the eye, orbicularis oculi. Orbits around the mouth, orbicularis oris. Now, what's that bone right there? Right here.
Zygomatic.
See those muscles right there coming down? Zygomaticus. Okay? What was this part of the mandible right here? The ramus, right? That muscle on the ramus of the mandible right there is the masseter. M-A-S-S-E-T-E-R. See this teardrop right here has been cut? Listen in plain English what it does. It picks up the top lip. So if it picks it up, it's a levator. Levator. Top, our lip is labii, and top is superioris. So this muscle is the levator, labii, superioris. It's picking up the top lip. Levator, labii, L-A-B-I-I, superioris. See this one coming straight back here? Put your fingers right here and smile. And you feel it pull straight back. This is the risorius. And deep to the risorius, I've got the buccinator. Let you do this. If I take a buccal swab, it's inside the mouth, the cheeks. Your buccinator is your cheeks. So that's the buccinator. See this one right here? It's coming right here to the angle of your mouth. This is the angle of your mouth. It's coming right here. Pulls down on it. So this is the depressor anguli oris. Pulling down on the angle of the mouth. Depressor anguli oris. See this one right here? This one's coming to the left. Pulls it down. So what is it?
Depressor.
It's a depressor. Pulling on the left. Labii. And it's the bottom lip. Inferiores. Depressor. Labii. Inferiores. And what did we call the chin?
The
mentum or the mental. So the muscle is the mentalis. That's all the muscles of the head and face. Now I'll take your chest plate.
Here, have my six-pack.
When I put this here, look, you got to come up here. See that number 29 right here? It's going from the sternum to the hyoid. Right there is your sternohyoid muscle. See this one right here, coming around and up here? The shoulder is called the ombro. So this is your omohyoid. Right there. So I have the sternohyoid, the omohyoid, and the sternocleidomastoid. Sternocleidomastoid goes from the sternum, the clavicle, and up here to the mastoid process. So I have the sternohyoid, the omohyoid, and the sternocleidomastoid. Great big muscle. Now I'm going to turn him on his side. See this one right here? This is the levator scapulae. Does this, lifts up your scapula. See this one? That one is your splenius capitis. Put your hands right here. Put your hand right there. Put your head down. Lift your head. Lift it. Feel it pulling?
Try not to
Feel
fall on my
it, feel it pulling right there? That's the splenius capitis. Coming from your spine to your head. Okay? Splenius capitis, right here. Okay, now, that takes care of, and now we're on the chest. These muscles are all superficial. All of these are deep. In other words, all of these are under these. This is my pectoralis major. Right there, pectoralis major. If I touch the pectoralis major and go right here, see what I did? Pectoralis major, I went right here. Right there is your serratus anterior. Right there is your serratus. See the serrated knife?
Okay.
That's why we call it the serratus anterior. So now I'm going to go to the deep side. This is my pectoralis major. See these four coming to the ribs right here? That's your pectoralis minor. See these two sets of muscles? They're like this. These are inside, these are outside. This is my internal intercostal. This is my external intercostal. Look, these are under these. Also, the internal intercostal are closer to the sternum. So internal intercostal, external intercostal. See them? You got them? See this muscle on the abdomen? How do I say straight? Straight is rectus, R-E-C-T-U-S. So this is on the abdomen, this is the rectus abdominis.
All right. You got your internal and external obliques.
See this one going at an angle here, and this one going at an angle here. This is outside, this is inside. This is the internal oblique. This is the external oblique. Okay, so we did the pectoralis major, serratus anterior, pectoralis minor, the internal intercostal, external intercostal, the rectus abdominis, the internal oblique, and the external oblique. Now I'm going to turn the chest plate over. When I do this, there's the ribs. See the ribs? I'm below the ribs, so I'm in what cavity? Abdominal. So this is my transverse abdominis because I'm going this way. Transverse abdominis. See it? See the ones touching the ribs here? That's my transverse thoracis. All right. Now,
Transverse thoracis?
transverse thoracis. Because of the thorax.
Okay.
All right. Now, see your kidneys? See these underneath the kidneys right there? Mm-hmm. That is your quadratus lumborum, because it's under the kidneys by the lumbar spine.
Okay.
Quadratus means four sides. Lumborum, because it's down by the lumbar spine. Quadratus is Q-U-A-D-R-A-T-U-S. Lumborum is L-U-M-B-O-R-A-M. All right. See the ureters, your little pink tubes? See this muscle under it? See it? That's the psoas major, P-S-O-A-S. And I will know if you pull your psoas major, because you're going to come in and go, man, I got a sore ass. Here, psoas.
Got it.
That's a complaint. Because look, psoas major comes down and joins the iliacus. See, it's inside of the ilium. Psoas major comes down and joins the iliacus, and right here, it makes the iliopsoas. And it hurts way back there when you pull it. Okay? Now, he's going to put his hand just like that. This is the vastus lateralis. This is the vastus medialis. And this is the vastus intermedius. So here it would be vastus lateralis, vastus medialis, and the vastus intermedius. This finger is sitting, move your hand, is sitting on that straight muscle on the thigh. This is the rectus femoris. Your quadricep group is the vastus lateralis, the vastus medialis, and the vastus intermedius. And then you have the rectus femoris on top. Now, see this muscle going right down the inside of the leg? It follows your inseam on your pants. That's your gracilis. If I come in front of the gracilis, right here is my adductor longus. It pulls your leg in, adductor longus. If I go adductor longus, gracilis, right there is my adductor magnus. Okay? Again, adductor longus, gracilis, adductor magnus. Then I come over here. See this one swishing? It comes from here across to the knee. That lets you take your knee and take your ankle and put it on your knee when you're sitting down. It's called the sartorius because the tailors, when they were sewing the big long gowns, would cross their legs like that so they wouldn't touch the floor. So that one coming this way is called the sartorius. See that little muscle right there? That's my starbuck muscle. You're gonna feel right there. Now put your foot so he can't move his foot. Now I want you to kick her foot toward her. Do you feel it tighten? Mm-hmm. So this is my Starbucks muscle because it's the tensor fasciae latae. Okay, tensor fasciae latae. And now I'm going to roll them over. And I've got 3 muscles. 1, 2, 3. See it on each side of that muscle? This is the bicep femoris. This is the semitendinosus riding on top of the semimembranosus. Okay? That makes up your hamstring group. And I don't know why, but students always mix up the tendinosus and the membranosus. Here's how you're going to remember. Semitendinosus, that's Ted. And Ted is always on top of Mary, the semimembranosus. Okay? Semitendinosus is always on top of the semimembranosus. So Ted is always on top of Mary. That's your hamstring group. Now on the written test, it'll say which of the following muscles make up the hamstring. It'll say which of the following muscles make up the quadricep, which are these over here. And then I have the gluteus maximus, the gluteus medius, and the gluteus minimus. Large, medium, and small. Maximus, medius, and minimus.
Is this like going from outside to inside? Is that why?
Yes, this is outside, this is inside. Okay. So if you grabbed your cheek, you're grabbing this.
Yeah.
But if I stuck you right there, that's the gluteus medius.
Medius, minimus, okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. Any questions? All right, start working on it. If you need me, call me back.